All right, here we are back for a predictions video. Wild Card Weekend, Season 1 of the NFC. Hutch, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to go through these predictions, and there's only 6 games this week. 2 1 seeds is you and Twan snagged the 1 seed out from underneath E-Fly the final week of the season. So first, we'll start off with the 7 seed Pittsburgh Steelers playing at the 2 seed Buffalo Bills. Now, the only thing of interest to note here, to my understanding, is the star rookie tight end Dalton Kincaid broke his ribs in the final game of the season for Buffalo. So he's going to have to spread the ball out a little bit more on offense and not be so one-dimensional to one person, at least. Who do you think is going to come out on top here, man?
E-Fly's been looking good all season. Gabe's just been he's been inconsistent. He's been picking it up recently. I remember last man they had a couple good playoff games, but I think E-Fly comes out on top. I'm gonna go E-Fly 35 to 28 E-Fly.
Yeah, I like E-Fly here. He's done a really good job at protecting the football this year. He's got a better roster, and Gabe has been a turnover monster. Now, T.J. Watt and that defense is made up for it, but I think it's going to come back and bite him in this one, especially if E-Fly will run the ball and not commit turnovers. So I'm going to say Bills win. It's going to be a close game. Cincinnati Bengals playing at the 3 seed Tennessee Titans, led by Coach Ryan. C.J. Stroud finally back. He's missed the last 5 weeks, but I don't know if anyone else has peeped at this. Ryan's been playing really good football lately, especially with the quarterback position. Tannehill was outstanding the weeks that he had him starting. So Ryan's kind of been piecing things together throughout this season. His team's fully healthy now going into this game. Dean lost a close one to Twan last week, so I know he's looking to get a win here and get out of this wild card weekend. What do you think, man?
I think Ryan wins this game by a couple scores. I got Ryan winning about 38-21, and everybody's talking about Twan and E-Fly being the favorites out of AFC. My money's still on Ryan. It's playoff Ryan. He knows how to play.
That's a good point. You know, their first matchup, Dean did come away with the win by, I think, like 3 touchdowns, too. So he played Ryan pretty well the first time, and if anybody's going to beat him, he's got the roster for it. I think this is going to be an extremely close game. I almost want to pick Dean to win the game, but I think I'm going to take Ryan. I'm going to say he gets out of there with a 30. I'm going to go 38-30 win over the Bengals. Moving on, we have the 5 seed New York Jets playing at the 4 seed Denver Broncos. Last time Chapo and LP met, Aaron Rodgers was suspended for the game. LP blew him out of the water. I think he won 35-7. So no, Chapo wants to get a little bit of revenge in this one. His team's finally up and fully healthy, ready to play. What do you think about this one, man?
I think it's going to be a decently same result. I just don't think Chapo and LP is a good matchup for each other. I'm going to go. I think LP don't win as bad, but I'm going to go LP by 2 scores, 31-17.
Yeah, Chapo's got the better team, but both these users want to run the football and they want to play good defense. I think just LP's better at both is what it comes down to. And you know, Chapo did blow T-Lou out, but there was a lot of just horrendous reads in that game that would have been pick sixes against a good user. So I'm going to take LP as well here. He's been playing really good football. I mean, he beat the absolute hell out of Drop a few weeks ago. So give me the Broncos to win at Mile High. Let's go 28-14. 28-13 over the Jets. We have the 7 seed from the NFC who snuck in with a losing record. The 8-9 Giants facing off with the 2 seed in the NFC, the 14-3 Cardinals. Coach K-Sap has got his team rocking and rolling over there in Arizona. Just speed everywhere.
K-Sap's been looking good. I want to say he might make it to the NFC Championship, but he'll probably have to play Savon second round the way it's looking. But I think K-Sap takes care of the business easy the first round. I got K-Sap winning like 45 to like 21.
I don't even know if it's going to be that close. K-Sap plays such good defense, and I want to say that Saquon is still out for this game. So I'm going to say the Cardinals win here, absolutely cruising to a 49-10 10 win. 40. Let's go 42-10 win. This game was already underway. I haven't checked it yet, but the 6 seed Detroit Lions playing on the road at the 3 seed Carolina Panthers. Peso actually beat Drop in their first matchup this season. Peso's been playing really good ball this year, man. He always plays good defense, and he's going to run all game long on you. So interesting to see who comes out on this one. What do you think, man? Say some nice things about Drop.
Peso's been playing pretty good recently and everything, and Drop just got his ass kicked, like obliterated last game. It was not pretty whatsoever. Drop's been looking bad. Even though when Drop's looking bad and everything, I still think he's good enough to make it out of the first round. So I'm gonna go Drop win like 38-17.
Good pick. Right now, there is about 2 minutes left in the first quarter of that game. Drop has the ball, but the score is still tied at 0. Facing a 3rd and 18. I'm going to take Drop to win this game. So let's go with a score of 28-17 over the Panthers. And finally, we have our 5 seed Green Bay Packers, led by Coach Savon, on the road playing at the 9-8 4 seed Washington Commanders. This is going to be a tough game for Flip. You know, he's going to have to control he's going to have to control the clock and force some turnovers, hopefully. What do you think here, man? Are all the NFC North teams make it to the second round?
The NFC is the NFC North plus KSAP, and I feel awful for these 3 and 4 seeds that have to play Savon and Drop in the first round. So I'm gonna go Savon blowout, 56-10.
Now, I don't know if you peeped this. I don't know if anybody did. Savon was losing 28-21 to Delvin going into the 4th quarter today. I think he's having some serious internet issues. He's just not like Dean. He's not going to complain about it. But I know he's having problems with streaming and things like that. I think he's going to win this game. It should be with ease. I'll go 45-7. 45. We'll go 45-10. Packers over the Commanders. Let's take a look at some of these stats while we got a second. Some of these team stats be a good one. Leader in offensive yards for the year was Ryan, followed by you and Savon. Ryan, 800-yard difference over either one of you. That's absolutely ridiculous. Low point was the Bears, Patriots, and Ravens. Passing yards leader was you. Jeff had the lowest amount of passing yards, but he had the most amount of rushing yards, and you were the lowest in rushing yards. Ryan led the way with 45.9 points per game. Zay didn't play much this year, only 15.2 points per game for him. On the defensive side of the ball, best defense in the league by total yardage was the 8 and 9 Giants. Only allowed 4,900 yards. Alicia, not right now, okay? While Dwayne gave up the most yards, followed by the Cowboys and the Bucks. Least amount of passing yards, Commanders, most Chiefs. Least amount of rushing yards, Twan and his Browns. Most given up by the Texans. Man, we could not stop anything on the ground this year. Most points given up by Dwayne, least points given up by you. Only 320. What's that come out to in 17 games?
Like 320 divided by 17.
That's 18.8 points per game. That's pretty good, man. That's going to get it done most of the time.
Most important defensive stat.
Yeah, look at the sacks here, man. I had 17 sacks on the year. My defense was so horrendously terrible this year, man. Most by Drop, he had 58. The Giants didn't recover a single fumble all season long, while the Steelers recovered 9 of them. Commanders only had 19 picks. Your Vikings came up with 71 interceptions. That's got to be close to the record. I don't know if that is, but
I want to say the record is 80 by Dave.
I was say that feels close though. I got to look and see if any records were actually broken this year. I don't think any were. Go ahead and move here to conversion percentage. Chapo had the best 3rd down conversion percentage in the league at 56%. Lowest in the league was Chap at 34%. 4th down percentage worst was the Saints at 25. Best was Rob and his Dolphins, who went 68%. I don't know if these red zone stats are working yet. It looks like they are, at least for the offensive side. Des had the best red zone offense at 61%. He was getting in the end zone while he was there. And Delvin down at the bottom at 26%. On the defensive side, Savannah only allowed 57 trips to the red zone this year. It's pretty good. It's only about 3 a game or so. While the most was 108 by the Chiefs. Best red zone defensive percentage, though, by Ryan at only 23%. Least penalized team was also Ryan, only 16 penalties on the year. That's what you want to see. 77 by the Saints. Looks like you led in turnover differential with 36. That's what you want to see, followed by the Broncos and Cardinals. Pats, Chiefs, and Bucks at the bottom of that. Cardinals had the least amount of giveaways. Pats with the most. Commanders with the least amount of takeaways. You had the most. I think that's going to do it for the team stats. Let's go ahead and look at these awards. The awards are final after the last game of the regular season, to my understanding. That glitch from last year's been fixed. So Jordan Addison, your receiver, taking home MVP. He had some absolutely ridiculous numbers. Was just the plan to spam the ball to him all season long?
For the first part of the season and everything, I knew, I had dropped twice to Savannah at the end. So, in the last 3 games, other than that last drop one, I hit him a lot. But for the most part, yeah, I was just stat padding.
Good stuff, good stuff. I see 2 Bills in there, 2 Packers in there, a couple other guys. Coach of the Year, also you with your Vikings, followed by Coach Deion Sanders of the Jets and Coach K-Sap Curry of the Cardinals. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Tank Dell. Defensive Player of the Year is Kalen Barnes, so Ryan with the sweep right there. Offensive Rookie of the Year is also Tank Dell. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Antonio Johnson of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Joey Porter had a really good game. He gave him a scare that final week, but Johnson pulled it out. Best QB is Josh Allen. Alicia, not right now, okay. God, good Lord. Isaiah Pacheco wins Best Running Back. Best Wide Receiver is Tank Dell. Best Offensive Line, Joe Tooney. Best Defensive Line, Myles Garrett led that Browns defense. Best Linebacker, TJ Watt, led the league in sacks. Best DB, Kalen Barnes. Best kicker, Cameron Dicker. For the first time in a while, we actually have a kicker who's going to get an upgrade. He wins Best Kicker Award, and he did not miss a kick all season long. So I'm not sure if he is Star Dev, and this will make him Superstar, or if he's normal, and this will make him Star. But nonetheless, great job by Dicker. I don't think Daniel Carlson missed a kick either, but he had way less field goals, so he didn't win the award. NFC side, Jordan Addison, of course, the Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Andrew Booth had a really good season. Would you have 20 interceptions with him or something like that?
Yeah, I had a good amount of interceptions with him this year. He was my user.
So he had a really good season. He wins DPOY. I'm pretty sure these two are also. So Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jordan Addison. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Keely Ringo of the Eagles. Good season for him. Best QB goes to Jordan Love. Kirk Cousins finished second, probably due to the injury. Davis Mills is also up there in 5th. So you had 2 guys in the top 5. That's funny.
I know.
Best running back, Tyler Goodson, led the way, ran for over 2,000 yards for the Cardinals. Addison wins Best Wide Receiver. Best O-line is Zach Martin. Best defensive line, Aaron Donald. The only thing Hayden had going for him all season long. Best linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds for the Bears. He barely beat out Daniil Hunter of your Vikings there. Best defensive back goes to Andrew Booth, and best kicker goes to Blake Groupie of the Saints. Or Group A, I don't know how the hell you say that. That's going to do it for the predictions video. We went through all of some good stats for you for the season and then all of the games as well. Make sure you tune in and watch all those. Make sure they're all getting streamed. Make sure you're following all of the rules. If you need to pause and check on something, on a rule, please do that. I hate for you to have players suspended in the playoffs because that is exactly what will happen. It will not be waited until next year. Anyway, appreciate you, Hutch, and everybody have a good night.